Hi ladies, happy Christmas week. I'm so excited. And if my family's anything like you, we like to make traditions. And one of our favorite traditions is having a holiday cocktail or shot. And tonight I'm gonna show you what we're doing this year and maybe give you an idea of a fun idea you guys can do, or honestly, I would have this year round, but you know, that's me. And I'm really excited to make it. I've been playing around with it, and I think we finalized it tonight. So we're gonna be having a sea salt caramel apple pie martini. Like, all my sweetaholics, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna show you legitimately how I made this and created this on a very low budget for, you know, a fair amount of people. So I went to the Dollar Tree online and I ordered 12 of these glasses. They come in a box for 12 bucks. I also found these adorable little ornaments in the dollar section of Target, and I'm gonna show you how this drink is not only delicious, cute, but it's also interactive. So today we're gonna be using two different types of alcohol. We're gonna be using our sea salt caramel Crown Royal deliciousness. And I'm not even a whiskey person, but I love this. And then I'll also be using the apple pie Baileys, which again, super sweet, delicious, more like a dessert. But let me tell you, the combo is fire. Now, anytime you're making a drink, you can make it more fun, more sexy. And we're gonna play around with that a little bit today too. So first things first, I wanna show you guys what we're gonna do for the rim of our glass. I'm just using one of our plates. You can even see it has a chip in this side. But because I was thinking salt and sweet and caramel and apple pie, we're gonna go and we're gonna rim this with a caramel sauce. Now this is just the Hershey syrup. There's some that are probably a little more thick that are delicious that I would recommend and probably gonna get this week. Especially for ones that are ice cream. And I'm just gonna draw like a line on my plate. If you've never rimmed a glass before, don't worry. Nothing too crazy or fancy. Now, we're thinking apple pie, which comes to mind like cinnamon, sugar, a little bit of that sea salt to kind of offset the sweetness. So we're gonna go with our organic cinnamon. And again, I'm gonna draw it in kind of a line, just shake it out. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. Delicious. Which, you guys, I use this, well, when I can open it. I use this on some of my favorite food items as my salt because it's so delicious and great. And I'm just gonna do a couple cracks here along the same line. And then I'm also going to, for the rim, be using sugar. So rather than using a traditional sugar, which I'm not a huge fan of, I'm gonna be using stevia. I have a ton of packets that I use for my coffee. You can, of course, just get the regular stevia or use regular sugar if you'd like. Now I'm gonna go in that same line. Okay, go potty. Call me if you need me, okay? Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna take our martini glass, and to add a little zhuzh, as my grandmother would say, we're gonna go into the bottom of the martini glass with a little bit of caramel sauce. Nothing crazy, but just it'll make it a little bit pretty. Add in some color. Yum! Okay, now we're gonna rim. So when you're rimming, you don't necessarily want it to be like flat on top. You can. Again, I haven't bartended in years, so I'm not an expert. But just a light rim is perfect. You want it to add some great flavor and to have people be able to kind of taste the caramel sauce. So we did a light rim, and now we're gonna take this and we're gonna go back and forth in our little line. Now, when I used to bartend, we used to have like a rimming bowl, and it was way more fancy and beautiful. But we're makeshifting it at our house, so you do what you gotta do, boo, okay? So this is gonna be our beautiful rim, and that's gonna sit while we make our cocktail. Now, I was tasting out, you know, kind of the different variations because you do want it to have a nice little kick, but not be overwhelming with alcohol flavor. And Crown Royal does have that good, nice, warm feeling pretty quickly and pretty easily. So I was trying to think about what can I do to make this delicious and yet have you feeling fabulous? And also keep it a little bit fun and exciting. So if you don't, there's two options here. If you don't want to rim and do caramel on the inside, that's totally okay. But you can if you want to. Now, what we're gonna do is, I don't know where my shaker cup is, guys, so we're getting creative. This is my beautiful blender bottle. I put ice in the bottom, and as you can see, I've been kind of using it. But we're going to, of course, shake our shot or our drink because the big thing is you don't want it to be warm. When it's warm, it's really not gonna hit the same and taste a little bit aggressive. So portion-wise, I'm gonna do a 1-to-2 ratio. So I'm gonna do one shot of the Crown, even more like 3/4. Pop that in here, and then, because this is a big shot glass. And then I'm gonna do 2 of the apple pie Baileys. Okay, now when I was making this, it did have a pretty intense sweetness and Crown Royal, so I am gonna go back in with a little bit more salt just to kind of offset the sweetness, and then a little bit of caramel, just a drizzle. Now, when that's in there, I'm gonna shake it up real good, so don't mind all the sound effects. Okay, now you have two options here. Either you can pour this directly into a martini glass. It's gonna be beautiful and delicious. And this is why, guys, you can kind of see the caramel running a little bit. This is why I would say get a thicker caramel sauce, one that you would use more like for like an ice cream sundae, because you're not gonna get that. But of course, because it's this kind, the Hershey's, it tends to be a little thinner and not as thick of a sauce. So I'll probably go and get that. But it does look kind of cool coming off, I'm not gonna lie. Or the other option, which I thought would be really fun for the holidays, and something that can make this drink a little more interactive. If you decide not to drizzle the caramel on the inside and do just the rim, we're gonna make an ornament cocktail, okay? So what you're gonna do, same rim, bring this back over, do it really light this time, go back into our rim, okay? Now, we're gonna take either one of these and we're gonna open up an ornament. So I bought these ornaments in the Target circle, washed it, it's fabulous. Now we're gonna take our shot, put it in a funnel. You can use a funnel or put it in a measuring cup. Oh no, I did it with the ice. Hold please, mama's tired. Who knows what I'm even doing with this drink? You don't want the ice in your drink because then it's not a martini, it's just a cocktail. And we're trying to be extra bougie. So I'm gonna open this very gracefully. Okay. Now, if you want it to go in your ornament, you pour it in oh so gracefully. Okay, and then you're gonna close the top. You just twist it back on. Okay, and you set it in your drink. Now, my favorite part about this, let me show you guys, I'm gonna come close. Woo. Okay, so you can see we've got our caramel drizzle, our rim, right? And then you can even pop, I would use a green apple if I was you and get, you know, make it prettier. But then when you have these sitting at each place setting, then the fun part is Christmas dinner comes around, you're like, hey guys, you want a cocktail? Have them pour their cocktail out of their ornament. And voila. Interactive, fun, cute, delicious. I've already got a nice little buzz from practicing all of these. So, so good. If you guys give this a try, shoot me in the message or in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Or what type of fancy cocktail are you gonna be making for the holidays? I always want good ideas, and every year we change it up. So please don't keep all the good drinks to yourself, okay? Cheers.